right, we're back here again for another On the Line call with the DirtCrowd driver. First of all, before we get to that, we'd like to thank our friends James Hoover and all them over at Pure Cleaner Broken Arrow. They do a great job, and we really appreciate them partnering up with us. They're big fans of racing and do a fantastic job over there with the restoration stuff. So if you need anything, please feel free to give them a call. They'll definitely hook you up. So, and speaking of hooked up, and saying that, we've got Team DirtCrowd driver, Mr. Cash Lacombe on the line. What's up, Cash Money? How are you?
What's up? Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to get to go fishing like you here shortly, but I'm doing good. Wanted to touch base with you. I know we got to talk obviously a little bit each night over there for Speed Week, the Sooner Speedweek that we had last week, but 4 nights in a row, and I know we got to visit quite a bit. But you and I discussed that there's no question you got a ton of speed in the car. Looked fast every night. It's just a matter of putting it all together, and 1/10 here and a tough heat race lineup here, or mechanical issue here or there. But definitely looking fast, and I think you and Matt Carr are doing a great job. Let's start with the. Let's take a look at the points, how they wrapped up there for you for the non-wing. I know you ended up second there to Jet, only 23 points off of winning that Sooner Speedweek, and had some rough luck, but the car was fast. Talk to us a little bit about the non-wing car and how that went for you, kind of just as a whole for Speedweek.
Yes, sir. We definitely were there on speed. It's finding that little niche that Jet's got right now, and then we're getting closer each night, and we're finding just a little bit more to keep up with them, just a little bit more and more. And we're doing good to start off the night. Like, we can get quick time, we can go 4-1 in our heat every night. It's just really it's keeping up with Jet, and I feel like we're there, and but we definitely have like a good run to maybe be a lot closer, definitely in points. But just the first night, whenever the wishbone broke, and I think we were running third on
Yeah.
like maybe the third lap, that kind of like set us back definitely on where we could have been to end off the points and non-wing.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that to your point, I think the competition is so stout right now, especially at the top, that one little mishap or a mechanical issue here, or we talked to Jude yesterday, and in the A class he had a problem with the transponder on a race. So I mean, I just think you guys are so good right there. It just takes one tough heat lineup before getting a break on another heat lineup. That's the difference. And like you said, obviously Jet and them have hit on something, but there's 3 or 4 of you guys that are right there. It's just a matter of putting it all together one night. So I mean, obviously finishing second, you can't hang your head about that. That's a great speed week overall, and obviously looked really, really fast. And then even in the wing car, let's take a look at the points for the Sooner Speedweek A-Class points. I think you and Jude end up tied there for third. I was teasing him yesterday and told him I'd give him the nod since I talked to him. I said, but I'm definitely going to give Cash the nod when I talk to him tomorrow. So I know you guys are both right there together. I know you're good buddies. But again, to our point, you look at the points there between the 4 of you. We're 22 points out from, Jet and Brexton and you and Jude. So I just think the competition is so good at the top that, like you said, it's 1/10, or it's jumping the cushion one night and getting upside down, and then all of a sudden we're behind the 8 ball, especially when it happens early in the week, that it just makes it tough to catch back up. But I think it's the same song, same dance, right? I mean, you guys are super fast in the wing car as well.
Oh yeah, we're definitely there in the wing car as well. Just at Creek, I mean, like, I feel like in running now 600 against all these guys, like, you gotta have if you want to be up front in that A feature, you gotta put a perfect night together. Like, qualifying fourth, that automatically, like, no matter what you do in your heat race after that, I mean, that kind of like, if you go fourth and then you start first in the heat and you go 1-1, I mean, you'll have some guy, like half of the other guys that are going quick time and then 4-1,
Yep.
and then you're automatically set back to starting it at like bare minimum of 12th maybe. And
Right,
then
right.
just wing racing against all these guys is like, you got to be perfect and perfect every single lap, and it's tough running against all
Yeah.
these guys. And
Yep.
It's
And like
fun.
you said, it's not just one, right? It's a handful. There's 5 or 6 of you that, like you said, you have to put together a perfect night, and that starts when we roll out for hot laps. Like, you got to give good feedback. We got to be good to qualify. You've got to pass cars. It's just like you said, you're handcuffed. If you start 8th on back, good luck, right? I mean, it's just one of those things that everybody else is doing it, and you got to do the same. And I'm sure they're thinking the same thing when they see you go out there and get quick time and go 4th to 1. Like, here we go again, right? I mean, it's just, but to that point, I think it's making all of you that much better, right? Because going in, like, I've got to be almost spot on. I got to be on my game. I got to pay attention to what's going on with the track conditions. I've got to give good feedback. In your case to Matt, like, we've got to be on it to pull this thing off, and it makes it more rewarding when you do it. I know it's frustrating sometimes when you don't, and I know you and I have discussed that, right? I mean, you're there every night. It's just kind of one of those things. It's just a matter of putting it together. And I know once you get one, we'll rattle off 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. But that's just kind of how racing goes, you know. I mean, it's for me, the racing game is so much harder because when you guys roll out, let's just say there's 32 cars in the pit area running A-class or non-wing, we got one winner, right? That means that we've got 31 that typically, or if you want to say that, lose. If we're going to a football match or a baseball game or whatever, you got a 50% chance of winning, and it makes it seem so much better. Even if you don't play well, you're like, well, we won. Well, in racing, it just doesn't happen that way. You can go out and have a fantastic night, run really fast, think everything's great, and make the podium but not win the race. So I think the mental aspect is really what makes or breaks that long spout or dry spell of not winning races. You can't get down on yourself. You got to stay positive and know that we're doing all the right things. We're doing everything we can. It's just going to take a little bit of good luck, and we'll be right back on top and rattling off some wins. So I know you'll be right there, and got full confidence in you and Matt. I know you guys are taking the weekend off. You won't be up at Cam this weekend, and then not obviously going to make the Scotty Cook race on Monday, but I think that's going to put you back in the seat up there at US 24. I know you go well there. Tell us a little bit about that track and how you feel, how you'll feel that weekend rolling in up there.
No, yes, sir. I'm very confident going back there, and I want my redemption. Really, we went there for the big dance this year, and we struggled early on in the night on the prelim, and we struggled early. Had some problems in our heat, and then we drove kind of, I think, 13th, and then we were one spot out of a transfer to the prelim A in the LC or the B main or the
Right.
qualifier. It was in the
Right.
qualifier, and we were one spot away, and we went to, I think we were sliding for the transfer, and just tough luck, and the guy ended up spinning out while I was sliding him, and we kind of made a little contact, and then we had a lot of speed that night, and then even the second night we just had I think we had a pretty good heat. Yeah, we had a good heat. We made the qualifier. We drove from maybe mid pack and then transferred through the qualifier to the LCQ, and then had a lot of speed in the LCQ, and then just had some more tough luck with the guy spinning out in front of us and taking
Yeah.
us out of contention in that.
Yeah. That was nothing to your doing and kind of out of your hands. But yeah, I would be willing to bet you guys are chomping at the bit to get back up there and perform. And I'm sure that's going to be a great weekend with some big purse money right on the line. I think I saw where it's $5,000 to win both the non-wing and the A class. So that would be a good weekend for you to kind of get out of the slump, so to speak, and pull off a win or two. That would make things a little bit sweeter, and holding a bigger check always helps, right?
No, yeah, that'll definitely be pretty cool. And I know we got the speed, and me and Matt are very confident, and we're right there, and we talked about it, and it's that little niche that we're looking for at the end of the night,
Yeah.
and that's all we need, and we're there.
Well, and I think one of the things that I talk about this with my sprint car guys, right? Some of the guys that aren't on the tour, like a Brian Brown, or some of these guys that don't have to go run every race. Like right now, it may be great for you for a weekend to kind of step back, refresh a little bit, kind of get all that out of your mind, kind of, go fishing a little bit, hang out with some buddies, and here we come up to US 24 and you're fresh and ready to go back at it again. And I know you always are, but sometimes just kind of getting away from something, it kind of revigorates you to kind of go do a little bit more and maybe set up a little bit taller in the seat. So hope you enjoy the time off, and I know you'll probably be checking in and seeing how all your buddies do over there at Cam, and then you know, we'll plan on watching. We're not going to go either, but we'll do that, and then we try to plan on going to the Scotty Cook. But I'll touch base with you. I'm going to be heading up to Knoxville, but obviously we'll keep in touch. We'll have you back on the show shortly, but enjoy a little bit of a vacay you got. Kind of hang out with the buddies. Tell Dad we said hi, and we'll plan on hooking back up with you again before you go to US 24. But if, in saying that, if you would go ahead and thank everybody that kind of helps Cash Lacombe Racing and all the partners you got.
No, yes, sir. I can't thank Matt enough to start off. Me and him work very well, and I can't thank him more than anyone, and I can't thank my dad enough. My mom, Larry Crane, NTS, DirtCrowd, Rescom Pressure Washing, Hyper Racing, Mike Dicely over. He's always helping us on the phone and giving us some little tips and like tuning up on the car and all that. Evo fuel injection and everyone else that I'm forgetting, really.
No, you did a good job. Unfortunately, I lost you there a little bit. Can you rattle them off one more time for us?
Yes, sir. Can't thank Matt enough. Start off with my mom and my dad, Larry Crane, National Trailer Source, Rescom Pressure Washing, Hyper Racing, Mike Dicely, Evo Fuel Injection, DirtCrowd. I'm missing a lot of people, but I just can't thank everyone for the opportunity they give me to do what I love.
Well, no, you do a great job, Cash, and obviously we appreciate and love having you on our DirtCrowd platform. You're a great representative for us, and I know you are for all your partners and for Matt. So we wish you nothing but the best. Enjoy some time off, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Cash. All right, everybody. That's DirtCrowd driver Cash Lacombe out of League City, Texas. A great young man. He's a rising talent, and everybody needs to take a look at his DirtCrowd profile and follow along with him. So, you know, we enjoy having him on the platform, and he's definitely got a super bright future. So, in saying that, we'd like to give a shout out one more time for our marketing partner, Puro Clean of Broken Arrow, James Hoover, and those guys over there do a great job, and we appreciate them being on board with us. So, until next time, we appreciate it, and we'll see you soon.